And I just kind of got some basic one. We were just gonna make some like ham and cheese sandwiches to like um, eat while we were like out and like doing stuff and stuff, so it can just be a little cheaper. Like right on the corner from where we were staying at, there was this really really cool pizza place, and I mean I guess Paris really isn't known for their pizza, but it was probably some of the best pizza that I've ever had in my life. It was absolutely delicious, and my like favorite drink in Europe is like the Fanta, because like Fanta here in the United States and in Mexico, it's kind of like a bright orange color, and over there it just looked like a fizzy orange juice. And I mean, like that's what it should be, and that's what it tasted like, and it was absolutely amazing. But yeah, we took a boat ride in like around the Eiffel Tower where they offered us like free champagne, and of course like just took it because like who turns down free champagne. But that happened. We also went to go visit the Notre Dame. So the Uber strike was happening on the last day that we were there, and I guess it was crazy because there was like people flipping over Uber cars and stuff because they're taking away business from taxi. But it was pretty crazy. And that last day, like I had planned to take an Uber to the airport, so I like couldn't, and we were like stuck in the middle of like Paris. And we had to get to like the other airport, which I had no idea. Like you couldn't take the metro for that. Um, and so I was like freaking out. We were freaking out, and then thank goodness that I took my one semester in French class, because I was like it's kind of like a taxi driver, kind of came around, and they weren't supposed to be giving anybody rides or anything, but with the little French that I know, I kind of told them our situation. I was like, "Yo, we gotta get to the airport so we can fly to London." Like our flight leaves at like I think it was like 6 in the morning. We were out there like at 2 in the morning or something, and I guess he just felt bad for us, and he kind of took us. Like on the way there, there was like two motorcycles that kind of like stopped him and were like yelling at him, like telling him crap because he was taking us, and I guess he wasn't supposed to. But thank God that that guy was so willing and able to take us. Because if not, then I would probably still be in Paris. I mean, probably not, but like I would have been in Paris like a lot longer, which I wouldn't have minded. Nobody wants to be stuck in a foreign country unwillingly, and from there I was flying out to Rome anyways. He took us to the airport. We gave him like an extra big tip because we're like, thank you so much for everything, and we ended up flying to Rome, and the Airbnb guy that I actually like had rented out. He was super nice. He even picked us up from the airport. He like showed us around. He gave us like a few like suggestions on what we should do, where we should go. It was kind of amazing. Like the place, it was smaller than what I expected. There was like the downstairs that it was like a giant couch that turned into like a bed, which I mean it seemed like comfortable to sleep on. But I just took there was like some like a ladder going up, and there was kind of like a floating like bed. It was like a loft, so it was like a floating bed, and that's where I slept. That apartment did have like the old school like looking like ancient keys, which I thought was a pretty cool touch, but I guess it's just like typical in Rome, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. But we were there for about 4 days. We just kind of like, like did as Romans, whatever. Just kind of went to all the local spots. Like I think they were starting to kind of like add on to like their underground and stuff. But there wasn't like a station close to us, so we had to use like the buses, which everyone was always like, don't take the buses because they're sketchy and you're gonna get mugged. And then we were like, oh, okay, but that's kind of our only form of transportation because we don't want to pay like no taxis because we ain't about that life. So we ended up just kind of taking the buses, being like super extra careful, and thank God like nothing ever happened to us. There was one day that we were like, hey, we're gonna go to like the Vatican, like check that out, just like like obviously see it like when in Rome. And that's what we ended up doing. We didn't realize that it was Sunday and there was like crowds of people, and it was insane. And then we're like, why is there so many people? Like we were like, we knew there was gonna be a lot of people because it's the Vatican, but we didn't know there was gonna be like this many people. Yeah, so I kind of like asked around. I was like, yo, what's happening? Like, why is there crowds of people? Like, I get it, it's the Vatican, but like, why? And then they were like, it's Sunday, like the Pope is gonna do his thing. And we're like, whoa, we're gonna see the Pope. That's awesome. So I mean, we were just kind of like there. They kind of gave out like leaves and stuff so you can like cover yourself from the sun. Or they had words on it. I don't know if you were supposed to read it, but it was in Italian anyway, so I mean, I wouldn't have understood it. Yeah, so I guess we stayed there while like the Pope did his thing. Went out from like his little window and he was like waving at everybody and stuff and like talking and giving like his sermon. I don't know, like do they give sermons or do they just preach? I don't know. He did his thing, and then afterwards we went into like the I guess there was like different tours of the Vatican. We just ended up doing like the main one, like the basic one that everybody does, where you go all the way up to like the top of the, like, I don't know, like the dome looking thing, and you just kind of like look around Rome, see everything. It was absolutely stunning. Same thing, I believe it was the day before or the day after, I'm not too sure, but we also went to the Colosseum and like that, like the city in front of it. I don't know what it's called, like the ancient city or something. And it was breathtaking. Like, I wouldn't, I mean, like, whenever you're there, you should definitely stop by those places, just to kind of, like, see history and stuff, and it was absolutely beautiful and stunning. When in Rome, we also ate, pasta. I ate pizza, because, like, I wanted to see what the pizza tastes like in Italy, and like the first pizza that I got, it was like the strangest thing. Like, we just kind of like got like, I mean, I just got like my regular pizza, and it was like a personal sized pizza, and I didn't realize, but like there's this one restaurant. I mean, I'm not sure if like this is like everywhere, but like there's this one restaurant. I mean, like all the pizzas looked normal, but I ordered just kind of like the basic. I believe I ordered like the basic like pepperoni and cheese, just because I want to be like, I want to see what this tastes like what the differences are and stuff, and like everything is completely different. Like the taste, like the textures, like everything is completely different. But it also might be because they put an egg in the middle of my pizza, which I mean I didn't ask for, but I didn't mind. I still ate it because I wanted to try it because it looked very interesting. But I mean, I guess that's the thing over there. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a good breakfast pizza, but it was different. I enjoyed it. Also, every time that I go to a different country, what I like to do is go to the McDonald's there, and I know it's like a super American thing to do, but go to the McDonald's and try a different menu item that we do not have here in the United States. In Paris, I had it was called like the Baja California sub, and that was pretty good. It was like not on regular like sesame seed buns. It was kind of like like some like different kind of bread, and they had like the option for wedged fries, curly fries, or just regular McDonald's fries, which are always the best. But I wanted to try like all the different stuff, and that's what I ended up doing, and it was really really good. Like, you know, when you eat McDonald's and you're just like, hey, like I want more. Like, you do not get that feeling here. Like, it's delicious, but I don't know. I feel like American McDonald's has like drugs in it or something. Like, makes you addicted to it. But that's what I had there. And in Rome, we stopped at a McDonald's, and I had a McLobster, and it sounds really really strange, but it's just like lobster on a hot dog bun. And I mean, it wasn't my favorite, and I probably wouldn't be eating it again. But I mean, it wasn't bad. In Paris, they also have like in their McCafe, I guess they have it like separate from like their regular menu and stuff. And I also had my first macaroons there, and they were absolutely delicious. They were like on the crunchier side, which I guess is like the Paris way to do them, and it was delicious.